For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lindsay Costa. I've been going to Praise Chapel for about 2 years. It's actually 3 Easters ago, so I kind of just had my anniversary. But I was asked today to be a part of this film and ask, what did I have to stop in order to get the life that I have today? Just to give you a little bit of my background, and this is me being very vulnerable because this is definitely my first time filming. I am a recovering alcoholic, and for me, I did grow up with a little bit of a rough past. And for me, I think one of the main things looking back that I had to stop before doing anything was I had to stop listening to my ideas. I had to stop taking control of my life and thinking that my ideas were what's really gonna propel me to the next step. So I had to stop controlling, basically, because everything that I thought was good ended up not being. Every decision I was making was purely out of the resources that I was given. And for my background, as much as I was given love, there was a lot of dysfunction, so I wasn't given too many tools as far as how to know God, have peace with myself, have self-esteem, know anything. So for me, definitely one of my biggest things was I had to stop using my ideas as the ideas to guide my life. And with that, it was very humbling, but it was very, very difficult for me to stop with the control, because especially for me, I was basically a latchkey kid at 12, so I was used to continuously making decisions for myself all the time. So for me to have to give up that control, and I have like massive trust issues to boot, so then you get those two things in the mix, and it's like, when I got sober, they kept telling me like, oh, a higher power, which I knew was Jesus right away because my dad did tell me about God. But as far as living for him and not being able to make the choices that I normally make, I had no clue how to do that. And I remember one time I was praying in my room, and in my program they teach you how to pray and meditate, and at the time I was going to Praise Chapel, and at that time I was probably like a year sober and just started going to Praise Chapel, and I was fighting back and forth with my will and God's will. And I'm like, God, I don't hear you, I don't know if this is my voice or yours. I really wasn't understanding. And finally one day, like, God answered my prayers and I heard him. And I basically asked him, I go, why do I keep fighting you? Like, I know it's easier to have you run my life. And he basically not looked at me, but what I heard from him is he said, Lindsay, it's because you don't know me. He goes, I was a kind stranger that you saw your whole life, but you don't know me. And I just remember crying. I was bawling in my room, and I just asked him, like, how do I get to know you? He goes, you let me in every day. So I definitely had to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and I did. I let him in every single day. I met him on my floor, that bedroom floor, every morning to this day. I read my word because it says the word is everything. It's our sword, it's our faith, it's everything. So it's my food. So in order for me to be fed, I have to know it. So definitely for me, I had to stop taking control of my life, stop with my ideas, and know God's in order for me to actually live for him. But best decision of my life. I'm not showing that with a big smile, but it really, really is, because I know what makes me comfortable will kill me. And I have tons of data that shows me that. So for me, I am definitely grateful that Jesus came in my life, and it was a relationship that we had to build every single day. But the one thing I knew was to not give up, to not go back, because those are Lindsay's ideas. When it's hard, you leave. When I'm not perfect, you leave. But I realized that bottom line, that's not what unconditional love is. And the love he wants is love without fear. So definitely I had to stop taking control and letting him steer the wheel and drive, if you will. So I hope that helps anybody that needs it.